Hi, guys. It is, as I've been saying, it's the end of the world as we know it. I still feel fine. I hope you do too. Hi, guys. Pastor Steve here with another episode of Current Christian Commentary and News with Pastor Steve. Of course, we're going to talk for just a few minutes about the Las Vegas shooting. All of you have heard about it by now. And I had determined not to even chime in on this, but I've not heard anybody else make these observations that I'm about to make. And so, who knows? Maybe by the time this video gets up, it's October 5th, very early in the morning, 2017. I started this entire channel and my Facebook page, and please subscribe to my Facebook page. That's where all the current Christian commentary news is, and it's the best way to get a hold of me and keep current on what's going on. But I've been having my finger on the pulse for the world, the return of Christ, the New World Order for better than 30 years, longer than some of you have been born. And there's some anomalies with this shooting in Las Vegas. I'm not gonna rehash stuff that I've already heard on YouTube. I want to get to the points that I haven't heard anybody else talk about. But just to highlight, did you see the interview of this guy's brother? All over the place. I mean, he couldn't have done it. Well, since he did it, I haven't been in touch with the FBI. FBI hasn't been in touch with me. Well, the FBI doesn't keep me. He just all kinds of inconsistencies in his CBS interview. I'm not going to play it because I don't want to give him an excuse to ding me with a copyright strike. But let me just go back real quick, and let me tell you, if you think that Agent Brian Terry didn't exist and he really wasn't killed, then please just unsubscribe from my channel because I don't want to waste your time and I don't want you wasting mine. I'm exaggerating just a tiny bit, but I almost can hit a softball from my house to where Agent Terry was shot. The night that he was shot a couple years ago and killed. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because, you never thought in a million years your government was capable of this kind of evil. And I think President Trump is up against the evilest of evil. I believe that Satan has pulled out all the stops trying to get this new world order secure. It's already going. I'll get to that in just a minute. I'm going to try and really hurry through this. But Agent Brian Terry shot almost. Like I said, I saw the helicopters. I saw I'm going to say close to 100 police cars, maybe, give or take. And for this part of the world where I live between Tucson and the Mexican border. And Agent Terry was killed right, I want to say down the street. It literally was down the street, although it's a highway. But here's the reason why I know that it was real and not a false flag. At least not a false flag in the sense of, it didn't really happen. It did happen. And it's only because of the Freedom of Information Acts from Judicial Watch and some other organizations that we finally found out that, the gun that killed Brian Terry was a part of Fast and Furious. You're going to have to Google that. I don't have time to go over that. But Fast and Furious, basically Obama and Eric Holder decided that they would supply the drug cartels and Mexican drug cartels with weapons, assault weapons, and that the murder rate would be the murder rate in Mexico would be so sky high that they'd eventually be able to come in like the heroes, like Holder and Obama were on a white horse coming in to save the day. They're going to stop the flow of automatic weapons. They never thought in a million years that they'd get caught with their hand in a cookie jar. Now, this is not speculation. This is fact. The weapon that killed Agent Brian Terry of the Border Patrol was supplied to the Mexican cartels by the United States government, Eric Holder, and of course Obama knew about it. So the idea was, of course, the Mexican deaths would be so high that he would just executive order something to stop the flow of weapons. And then we find out that the guy in Phoenix was given a pass by the ATF to sell these guns without the proper checks and balances and so on. So all to just take our guns. All right, skipping. So it's not a stretch to think that the government might be involved in some way or fashion with this terrible, terrible slaughter of innocent Americans in Las Vegas. Now, again, if you're the type of person that says, oh, well, nobody was really killed in Las Vegas, please unsubscribe from my channel and don't waste my time, because I'm going to promise you I'm not going to waste yours. So this is a terrible tragedy. A lot of people died. Now, did the perpetrator, I don't even want to say his name, but did the perpetrator actually do it? I don't know, but this is what I want to know. Okay, where is the missing video? Why are we not seeing the video? What video, Pastor Steve? I'm glad you asked. I want to know. Okay, just think about this for now. Most of you have been to a casino or two. Casinos, think about this now, have better camera security systems. They have better cameras than most banks. Where is the footage of this perpetrator checking into the hotel, walking up and down on the 34th or 32nd floor? Where is the footage of him in the elevators? It has to exist, folks. Now, there is one plausible explanation here. You know, I always like to be fair-minded if I can. If I'm law enforcement and I know that a second shooter exists, but I don't want him to know that I know, okay, there's a possible explanation for not releasing the footage, because maybe he's standing right next to the guy, and you know the authorities don't want to give away the fact. That's a possibility, but it's a remote possibility. I don't know. So I guess what I'm saying is, if we don't see this footage soon, within a couple days, I would say a week or two at the most, of him coming and going, we need to see him checking in the hotel. We need to see these suitcases in the lobby that held these, I don't know how many guns it was. I don't even care. You hear different reports, different things. And again, my heart goes out to the family of the victims. Of course, the victims themselves. I hope they all made it. God bless them. God bless their souls. But for the families, one lady, 3 kids. I mean, come on, man. This really is the end of the world as we know it. Folks, I got a feeling, just last Sunday, I told my church I'm not a prophet, and I'm not. But I told them one of two things are going to happen. The stuff is either going to hit the fan, and yes, it's going to hit the fan before January 1st of next year. It's going to hit the fan before December of this year. I told somebody that. I'm sorry, I forgot her name. She watches all my videos too. I feel like a jerk. I forgot her name. But nice lady, living somewhere in Texas, and she's already bugged out. I mean, she's living a bugged out life, got her supplies, and God bless her. And she asked me, what do I think? Do I think she should go home, or do I think she should stay where she's at? I said, stay where you're at at least till December. I got a feeling this thing's going to get a lot worse, folks. I got a feeling that the New World Order is getting ready. This is nothing. This is nothing. If the government had its hand in the shooting, I just don't know. But there's a lot of things that just aren't adding up. And there's many videos out there asking questions like I am. But I haven't heard anybody ask where this footage is at, where this video footage is at. And I'd like to know, where is this missing video footage at? All right, one last thing before I let you go. I cannot verify the validity of this email. I can verify the source that I got it from, but I cannot verify the source that he got it from. This email that just went out today to an acquaintance of mine, a source, says that the Las Vegas Metro PD knows the motive behind the attack, but the FBI will not allow us to release the motive because it implicates the FBI in illegal arms deals. Can you say Fast and Furious? And supplying arms to ISIS terrorists within the U.S. borders. Stephen Paddock, I said I wasn't going to say his name, but there it is. Stephen Paddock was an undercover FBI agent who participated in multiple illegal arms deals in Las Vegas area in gun running entrapment schemes similar to Fast and Furious. Paddock thought he was engaging in another routine arms transfer, but ISIS operatives who were going to meet him learned about the entrapment scheme and Paddock's true identity. They killed him and carried out the massacre and then fled the scene. Leland Yee has a lot to do with this. I don't know who Leland Lee is, but you can't discount this theory. Why can't you discount this theory? Because where's the footage? I want to see the footage. See, this gets back to my original premise. Everything is being kept under extreme wraps. I can believe that. Because armed ISIS terrorists are still at large. And 2, this is very embarrassing to the FBI, and they don't want their scheme to be blocked become public knowledge. I'll be sending you further information throughout the day. People within the LVMP are disgusted and are pushing for this information to be released to the public. Okay, so let's just take the theory that this is plausible, that this is possible. Once again, my question being answered by the government when they supply us with this footage. I want to see the perpetrator. I want to see Stephen Paddock in the lobby. I want to see him carrying 4 or 5 large suitcases that can hold this much ammunition. I want to see him in the elevator. I want to see him in the escalator. I want to see him going down the hallway to his room. These places are all constantly surveilled. So that's going to tell me whether this email is fake or are we really is this stuff really getting ready to hit the fan? And again, as AMTV, which I highly recommend up here in Arizona as well, he's right. This is all leading towards World War III because, look, they got guns, bad. Got to take away the guns from the people. Forget the fact that these I don't even get it started. I didn't even make a video about these NFL players. They disgust me. I love football. I love my Eagles, but I'm boycotting until the NFL puts their foot down and says, either stand with respect. You don't even have to put your hand over your heart if you don't want to, but stand with respect for the flag and those of us that risked our lives to make you have the freedom to be able to kneel like a jackass. Excuse me, I know pastors aren't supposed to talk like that. But it's a whole nother video and I don't want to do it. Where's the video? I want to know where the video is of Stephen Paddock. Let's demand some answers. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. It really is the end of the world as we know it. Like and subscribe, or as Richie from Boston says, or don't. God bless you, folks. It really is going to hit the fan pretty soon. Store up some water. I'm not selling anything. I got nothing to sell you. Store up some water. Store up some supplies. Do the best you can. I don't have a lot of means. I'm not economic. I'm not rich. I'm really, actually, I'm poor. But I do what I can. I save up enough water and crackers and anything else I can. God bless, man. We'll talk to you soon.